sounds shit, mate.
How dare you? Anyway, hi everyone, it's Ethan McKinley and welcome to the 2-Minute TerMInator.
I'm recording.
Yes, we are. It's episode 39 and we are going from minutes 76 to 78, the 2 minutes bridging that gap. On the other end of the line, as always, is my charming co-host, Ellie Fitzgerald. How are you, Ellie?
Amazing. Fabulous. Wunderbar.
Yeah?
Talk to me. Vogue. Hit the music.
I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
Load up.
You didn't do the fourth. Thank God. It sucked.
Yes, we're back again. This is the last week. I apologise, listeners, that we're having this patchy output, but we do all our shows, unfortunately, live because we've
a bit like your hairline, babe.
We've been living day to day, week to week, in the world of the celeb-filled world of events, and of course, last night was quite timely for us, wasn't it, Ellie? Because we were at the Rogue One premiere for Star Wars.
At the Tate Modern. It was an absolutely amazing venue for it because it kind of felt like you were on some kind of spaceship.
Well, it reminded me very much of the base of Yavin 4, which is at the end of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
I totally don't know what that is.
Well, before they go to fight the Death Star, basically, Luke and Han and Leia take the Death Star plans to the hidden Rebel base on Yavin 4, a smaller planet or moon.
Hidden Rebel base. Almost sound like you're rapping.
Exactly. But no, did you get to see any of the celebs?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because one of the waiters was convinced Harrison Ford was in the VIP area, but I did not see him at the event at all. The only people I had interactions with was Mads Mikkelsen, Hannibal Lecter himself. Is he the best Hannibal Lecter? I'm not so sure. Who knows? Oh. Why is that, Ellie?
So I've got a soft spot for Anthony Hopkins.
I saw, as we all do, I saw Anthony Daniels, of course, who plays C-3PO at a distance. I saw Kathleen Kennedy, the producer of all these new Star Wars films, the lady of which the creative reins were handed over to by George Lucas when he sold the company for Disney. Mistake or not mistake? We'll find out.
Did you see Forrest Whitaker?
I didn't see Lazy-Eyed Forrest. When someone said I saw Forrest, I went Gump, and they were like, "No, Whitaker." So there's only one Forrest. But yeah, Forrest Whitaker does in fact exist, and his name is Forrest. But no, I did not see him, Ellie. I saw Anthony Daniels. I saw Mads Mikkelsen, who I talked to a little bit. And my big scoop of the evening was Mark Kermode, who's of course the famous film critic. He's done many books on films. His favourite film is The Exorcist, and he appears on Radio 1 frequently with film reviews. So I talked to him. He was like, "Do you like it?" I was like, "I've not seen it yet, Mr. Kermode, Mr. Toilet."
Oh my god.
But was it any good? He's like, "Yeah, it was alright. It was better than the one last year." I was like, "Well, it must be. I mean, the one last year wasn't that great." And he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Well, it was good, but it was just like there were bits missing out of it, and it seemed very forced." And Kylo Ren, and they took his mask off, and spoilers, turn off now for 20 seconds. They kill Han Solo, and it's just like, at least if you're going to kill Han Solo, kill him in the next film. Let the audience kind of get to know the character again, reacquaint him with this generation.
Well, maybe he's going to come back as like a spirit or some shit.
Well, he's not a Jedi, though. And I don't know, with Alec Guinness, I think because his performance is so iconic in the first Star Wars film, when he goes like an hour into the film, you kind of really feel it a little bit. Whereas this, Han Solo, just like he gets offed and then you just shrug. And this is one of the most legendary and beloved movie characters of all time. This is my opinion, of course. I'm sure Star Wars Minute fans who listen to the show will be screaming at me right now going, "It was really good." I don't know. But Rogue One does actually look really good, and all the reviews apparently say it's better than The Force Awakens, so what do I know? My other thing of the evening, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he's here," was John Knoll, who's the head of visual effects at ILM. If anyone is a fan of movies or bonus disc DVDs, you'll all know and love who John Knoll is, of course. He goes way back with Lucasfilm.
He goes way back!
Way back!
Do you reckon Lucas has banned him?
Well, I don't know, because yeah.
I did think that when I saw all the stormtroopers running through the corridor an hour before the whole gig kicked off. And they were like,
I would
really,
have liked to have seen.
they were really strict about like people take like they were like no one's allowed to take photos, blah blah blah. So as they all ran past me, I just got my phone out and just made a really like schneid little video. It's
Cool.
totally crap, but
Post
got
it on the 2-minute TerMInator page.
Oh,
Well, the Los Angeles premiere, they had lots of different actors portraying like various Imperial Guards and stormtroopers and stuff. We just got like 20 like disgruntled stormtroopers, didn't we?
yeah.
I'd be interested to see what it was like outside the Tate, whether any fans actually knew where the after party was, because it seemed very quiet out there. I thought they would have put in more of like a big fanfare of them arriving at the after party, but again, it was the after party, so I don't know. I would have liked to see what it was like at the IMAX, but we digress.
We do. From one film to another, Ethan, what film are we reviewing? What are the minutes and what are the bookmarks?
Well, we're actually reviewing a film more beloved and even better than the Star Wars saga combined, and this is just one singular film within a saga. It's Terminator Genesis, the 5th film, of course, in the
it's
Terminator
literally timeless.
quadrilogy. No, what's a 5? Sexology?
No,
Trilogy?
Ethan.
It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as Pops, playing the aging and old Terminator, old but not obsolete. Jai Courtney and Emilia Clarke, Game of Thrones Emilia Clarke, as Sarah Connor. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing my APR radio voice now and
I know,
just get
that's
on with the
amazing.
clip.
Thank you.
It is episode 39. We go from minutes 76,
back
sorry,
to
to
radio.
78. And the clip opens with them entering the weapons cache that Pops, as I guess, has been building and working on all these years, because you know, an abandoned water treatment plant that looks like it's still in business would not go unnoticed. Have anyone ever visit it for maintenance? So it ends with them basically entering the base. Slap myself twice for saying basically. I apologise. Fans of the old shows will understand why I just did that. And it ends with Arnold saying the word old.
Not on the show. I don't know why you did that.
Saying old, and before he says but, he gets he's cut off mid-sentence.
I didn't get the but. I just get the old.
Just says old but. It's
a big one, so it's fine.
It's not a dialogue scene. This one is. It's more kind of like.
No, but talking about dialogue, I was going to question what Sarah means at the very beginning of this 2 minutes when she said, "I guess the long way pays off." What is she talking about?
Well, obviously in reference to the thing I just said, that he's had many years to work on this weapons store, basically.
Oh, so that's why Jai says, what, about 30 minutes? Because that's how long it took them.
Yeah. Our favourite listener, James Spaldner, sorry, John Nichols, we love you too, might have a bit of input on this, because can you store weapons over a prolonged period? I mean, this looks, because it's near the bridge, I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like some form of water treatment plant, because as they come in, or some kind of sewer, you see that kind of like round lakey type thing that water, I think, is or would have been
type thing.
Well, something like that. It looks like something belonging to the water company, doesn't it? It looks like some underground bunker, but it looks like some kind of entrance to a sewer or something like that. As I said before,
some kind of industrial.
Yeah, or some water treatment plant. As I keep coming back to you, I'm just thinking: would the air be damp in there? Could you store weapons over a prolonged period for all those many years? I don't know.
Yeah, I would have thought they would rust.
Yeah.
And like guns would lock and shit like. Yeah, no, it would. And also with potency of like, I don't know, what are actually in bullets? Is there still gunpowder in bullets? Is that a really dumb question?
There is gunpowder in bullets, Ellie. You've got, I think you've got a firing pin or a fuse, so when the hammer hits it, it ignites the gunpowder, creating an explosive effect which shoots the case, a mini explosion within the case, which sends the kind of like the actual bullet, the bit on the top, the pointy bit, shooting out at wherever you want it to go, basically. So yeah, no, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if one of
do bullets have a life expectancy?
Exactly, and weapons and it would.
Right, Spaldner, we need you. We have questions that need answers.
Do they have to be kept in a very specific, particular environment? I don't know.
Dry.
Right in, listeners. We need to know.
Room temperature. Since when was Jai badass enough to wear a leather jacket?
I guess the long way pays off.
Well, he's worn leather jackets in all his movies. I think he wears one even in Jack Reacher.
Yeah, but I mean, in this film, where did he get his leather jacket from?
Well, let me have a look at Pops, because I think this might be the leather jacket that Pops wears when he fights the original.
Wearing one.
I know, but Pops is wearing that kind of like bell staff, kind of not leather, but like fabric I Am Legend style jacket that Will Smith kind of made famous in the film I Am Legend. I think he's wearing Pops's kind of leather hoodie because that's the thing he pulls back up. Well, when he fights himself at the start of this movie,
At the beginning, yeah, he pulls back the hood because you can't see.
and it's
who
a
he is.
leather jacket with a hood in it because I've been waiting for you. You know, I think he's actually wearing that. Although white fits him like quite snugly as it does Arnold. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way, no way. But I just thought, you've got to earn your stripes, man.
Well, it's visual storytelling, isn't it? I mean,
Do you think he thinks he's stepping into like the kind of the manly role? I've got the leather jacket on now.
Yeah, because they're kind
I'm
of
gonna
like they're looking at each
protect
other in a
Sarah.
kind of weird competitive way, aren't they? It's almost like
This is something I wanted to come to.
does he have an ego enough that he's getting worried about? Yeah, about Jai.
I know, because they're kind of like speeding up and he's watching what he's doing. That's a very human trait, like to compete with
He's giving
someone
him
else.
like the evil eye. We're just going, yeah, look how fast I can do it, huh?
In fact, this whole scene actually suggests that the TerMInator has some form of human feeling or emotion, because we have this sentimental moment where Sarah, she picks up that tape player and starts playing the Ramones. I Want to Be Stated.
Yeah.
1976.
Well, is he trying to like teach Kyle how to do it, like without actually telling him? Because he's looking at him and he's kind of like stuffing the bullets in them, and he gives the magazine a tap twice to make sure, I guess, nothing falls out, and then he puts it on the
Well, no,
pile.
I don't think it's that Jai doesn't know what to do. I think it's that Jai's just being a bit more slow because he's a bit more sluggish, whereas the TerMInator's a lot slicker and he's actually done more than Jai has, like one or two more.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Also, when like she kind of puts the Walkman on, the filmmakers, for whatever reason, one, they've picked the Clash. I Want to Be Sedated. Is that right?
No, not the Clash. It's the Ramones.
Sorry, I apologise. We did. Oh God, I got this wrong before on a previous episode, didn't I? Ages ago. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And you educated me on the Ramones.
Can I just say that she's very restrained for a punk rocker. She's just kind of sat there, just really slowly bopping. Like that's kind of like how my nan like throws her moves down when she's sat in the front of the car listening to ABBA's greatest hits.
Well,
just that little head bop.
This has come up on a previous episode, hasn't it? We discussed the Ramones. Why has it been inserted here? What's the relevance of the song?
I have no idea. Maybe they're trying to like draw to the fact that in the second film, John was listening to Guns N' Roses, which I guess, it went from punk rock to hair metal, and then unfortunately grunge came into play and killed hair metal. Such sad days. So maybe it's kind of like some kind of homage back to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like this is her thing. Like she got into punk rock, and then later John gets into hair metal. And maybe I don't know.
No, it is.
I thought it was a weird inclusion.
Well, also, I mean,
I'm just making shit up.
On behalf of the filmmakers, they've kind of like, when she puts her earphones in, we hear it as if it's like playing on a stereo throughout the entire building.
Yeah, I know.
Which would make you think that's
all of a
prompted.
sudden, we get these,
it prompts
what I
those
think
two
are
competing.
over the top, just like we are now.
I don't know. It's just the way it's done. It's almost like the music starts, and they're all kind of like one of them's doing it to the music, or like he thinks he's competing, and they start kind of like trying to one up each other. Or Jai's being asked to kind of speed up without being told to by his own ego as he competes with Pops and stuff. And the
You can't compete with Pops. No one can compete with someone's dad, okay?
But it's like the music. Well, only in your world. The music kind of drives the scene and drives kind of the drama, I guess, so to speak, in between those two characters. But they wouldn't hear this.
I know.
Because we're like, yeah, it's like.
unless actually, yeah, that's a really good point, because those headphones would be really old, and there's no way they would be powerful enough for them to be able to hear the music at that volume.
Well, I guess Pops would pick it up, but
well,
again.
well spotted.
Yeah.
But then the music halts, and then we get, which I think are really over the top sounds.
What, of the hand?
Of the hand. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Is there no other way to convey that his bike's slowly breaking down? It's the it's like, it's a bit tacky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's again. I don't know. Is it just lazy filmmaking? I don't know. It's just like it's meant to convey to the audience. Obviously, he's not. He's kind of at fault, and he's kind of like
slowly
declining this entropy.
Slowly terminating himself.
Yeah. I don't know. It just my issue with the scene really is the way the music kind of drives. It's put in to drive, I guess, the scene forward, and it kind of like adds the momentum of their competitiveness. But Jai wouldn't be able to hear this. Maybe if she had it on the ghetto blaster like she does, and then she plugs her earphones in, and then the music goes away. But it's done backwards. She puts the music on, and then we hear it as if it's in the room. I don't know. I just don't like it. Alan Taylor,
Messy.
you dropped the ball, baby.
You're fired. And yeah, so this other sentimental moment we get when we see Sarah, she's playing her music and having her slow bop around, and then she looks on the wall, and Pops has kept drawings.
In fact, one of the drawings, have you noticed, he looks like Mike Judge's King of the Hill, the dad from King of the Hill.
Yes! Oh my god, it's exactly the same shaped head. Amazing. Oh my god.
Like he was some 19...
And he's drawn with his gun.
Yeah! But he's got like glasses on, like a ginger flat top. It's just like, what?
But that massively suggests that Pops has like some form of like sentimental feeling towards these objects, and he's kept all these pictures of her from when she was a kid.
Well, has that happened in the interim time, I guess, to get himself through those cold winter nights? That sounds paedophilic, I apologise, I'll take that back. You know what I mean?
And we go back to the last days.
Yeah, I don't know, just like, yeah, maybe
oh my god, can I just change the subject ever so quickly? The other day, you know what people are like on social media, and just everything's like show and people are fake and no one likes to like rock the apple cart. My friend Yannick, he's a massive nerd, he's really cool but massive nerd, huge penis, sorry. He put
we'll find out why Ellie knows that in at the next episode. Y'all come back now here.
Yeah, so he put up a status just being like, oh, the new graphics on the last days are absolutely amazing. And I was like, oh my god, Yannick actually plays a computer game. And I went, oh my god, like, did you know there's porn out there themed after this? And then I wrote another comment just saying, and her name's Ellie. And then about 5 minutes later, I got an email from him on Facebook just saying like, hey dude, really sorry, had to delete your comment, thought it was a bit weird considering she was only like 12 or 14 years old, like, soz. I was like, are you joking me? Like, you actually deleted the comment and then sent me an email to explain why you delete. Oh my god, I was gobsmacked. And that's a dude. Oh god, where have all the good men gone? Anyway, back to
where have all the good men gone? And something.
Where have all the gone?
Actually, speaking of Bonnie Tyler, someone we know, well I know, looks exactly like her, and it rhymes with Bolivia.
Oh my god!
Have a look at Bonnie Tyler, and then have a look at Bolivia, and then you'll see what I mean.
Bolivia, isn't that a place?
It's also a place, but it's also an acronym for a person. Acronym's the wrong word, or anagram, but I don't know what the actual word is. But we digress.
We're just saying words now.
I was going to say, I've got a cock-up for you, Ellie.
Oh.
When Sarah, Pops and Kyle are going into the bunker, after they got out of the trunk, both Sarah and Kyle were with shoes, as in they're still in the hospital clothes. But when they were inside the bunker walking, they were barefoot.
Ooh.
Now, you could argue they're obviously dressed differently. They could have got changed in between scenes. But
Where did their shoe covers go?
Where did their shoe covers go?
Maybe they melted off in the heat because it's all metal in there.
Oh, and I've got another revealing answer for you, Ellie.
Go.
You won't believe this. You asked this question, I think, 2 episodes back about the Cyberdyne building, that we thought it was CGI because it looked really fake.
Oh, yeah.
And when Danny
don't tell me it's real.
Danny Dyson's giving his speech while the people going, this is about to go live, we're about to give, like, birth into
We're
the
going to
world.
give you the
like
best killer app.
Yeah, exactly. You did it better than I did it, exactly. And his dad's there looking on with the proudness that only a black scientist can. The Cyberdyne Systems headquarters, Ellie, is actually the Oracle Corporation campus in Redwood Shores, California. There's no CGI.
Oh my god, that is absolutely insane. It looks like something you'd find in Dubai.
Well, there's a bit of CG embellishment, but the main buildings that you see in the film is real. So there we go.
Israel?
Israel, yes. The word Israel is actually made up of 3 Egyptian gods, Isis, Ra, and El. Did you know that, Ellie? Israel.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
I didn't, that was a complete lie.
I've seen Zeitgeist. Shut up!
I have, that was really depressing.
You can see the number 500 in the lobby window when they enter. That's why the building is 500 Oracle Parkway. Now, here's another interesting tidbit, Ellie.
Yeah.
The movie's producers are David Ellison, Megan Ellison, and Larry Ellison. Now, I thought these people were related to Harlan Ellison, whom wrote, I think it was The Demon with the Glass Hand and Soldier, 2 episodes of The Outer Limits, the original 60s series. Demon with the Glass Hand, of course, is a man that comes to the future to save the mother of the Resistance, basically. And he's got a glass hand but no fingers on it. And every time he kills one of the, I guess, their version of the TerMInators, there's like 10 of them or 5 of them. I think he's got 1 hand, so 5. He gets a glass finger, and as he goes through the episode, he realizes what's actually going on and who he actually is and stuff. It's bonkers. It's a really good episode, actually. Harlan Ellison tried to sue James Cameron based off that and the stealing of the idea, basically, of that and Soldier. Hit yourself, Ethan.
Do you know what? You're gonna have to start hitting yourself for saying exactly as well.
Well, James Cameron settled out of court with Harlan Ellison. Harlan Ellison is a sci-fi writer, a bit like Ray Bradbury or the guy that wrote Terror at 5,000 Feet with William Shatner and I Am Legend, the original I Am Legend. God, I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. Anyway, Cameron basically paid him off. So I'm assuming that was some admission of guilt. But I thought David Ellison, Megan Ellison, and Larry Ellison were related to him, but they are actually not. But they're the movie's producers, and David Ellison and his 2 children, Megan and Larry, he is the Oracle founder. The Oracle Corporation, Ellie, is a company that specializes primarily in developing and marketing database software and technology. Cloud engineered systems and enterprise installment products. They're like Microsoft, basically, but not quite as big. In 2015, Oracle was the 2nd largest software maker by revenue after Microsoft. So basically, he's basically an Elon Musk type character.
Do you know what? You're not going to believe this, but just before I left Friends Live, we started using a system called Oracle.
Oh, Skynet!
I'm not even joking. Like, all of a sudden, it just twigged. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Yeah, we started using that system. Yeah, I think literally like a month before I left.
So they must have made a deal with Friends Life or the people that own that company, like satellites, to use their stuff instead of Microsoft, I guess.
Yeah.
So they've got a bigger market share in the market. Well,
That's
they are
insane.
Yeah, they're the 2nd biggest.
Yeah, because it's really weird because you had to. I think I complained to you about it. Instead of like typing words, you'd have to type in commands and use all these different weird symbols and shit. It was really backward.
Right.
I thought.
Well, Larry Ellison was born in 1944 in the Bronx. He is this software engineer, entrepreneur. He's basically Bill Gates / Elon Musk.
Basically.
Ow. As a side
really
job,
satisfying to hear.
As a side job, he kind of like produces movies. I think his first one, of course, is Terminator Genesis, but he's also appeared as an actor. He appeared as himself in Iron Man 2. He's in a documentary as himself called The Wind Gods, which I guess is about. Let me just click it and I'll find out for you, listeners.
You do it.
A feature-length documentary following Larry Ellison's 10-year quest to bring the oldest trophy of international sport, America's Cup, back to the United States. Okay, so that's about yachting. I was wrong, Larry. I apologise.
Yachting.
I've taken your life's work and basically just shat all over it. I'm sorry. But yeah, in short, he's basically Bill Gates. Ow. And he's not related to Harlan Ellison, who settled out of court / tried to sue James Cameron for stealing his idea for TerMInator from the Outer Limits episode Soldier, starring Warren Oates, and the other episode, The Demon with the Glass Hand, which is a really cool title. It's a pretty good episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologise for Ethan's ramble for the last 7 minutes.
Well, we did a trivia section, but I thought people would like to know that. Strangely, yeah, also, The Demon with the Glass Hand, that Outer Limits episode, Ellie. I know you don't care, but the building it's shot in, you'll like this bit.
Dude, I'm loving all of it.
It connects you to one of your favourite films. The building in which this sci-fi saga happens in the Outer Limits episode, this old black and white half-an-hour episode, sci-fi episode. Where do you think it happens?
Is it the place from Blade Runner?
Yes. How do you know that? Well done.
I just had a feeling. I literally did.
Well, I mean, the building has been used.
I read your mind.
Well, it's the Bradbury Building. It's an architectural landmark in Los Angeles, California, and it's extensively used in the film Blade Runner.
Can you like go? Can you go there?
You can go there. It was an old apartment building back in the day. Ridley Scott wanted to use it because he'd seen it in The Demon with the Glass Hand and stuff. And the producers, Arnold Copland, I think, tried to talk him out of using it. It's been in loads of TV shows, and it's a sci-fi thing. It's like Vasquez Rocks which is used in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and loads of movies, including Masters of the Universe. It's originally in that Star Trek episode where Captain Kirk fights the Gorn. It's those spiky rocks. It's like the building version of that's been in so many things. Everyone will recognise it, and Ridley Scott insisted on using it. And obviously shot like beams that come off those like anti-gravity airships through the stuff, and he put smoke in it and things and rain. So he figured he could alter it.
So good.
He figured he could alter it basically enough to make it look different. Personally, having seen The Demon with the Glass Hand plus Blade Runner, I don't think it does look any different at all. It looks like the Bradbury Building. However, it is a very cool looking building. There are links to that, of
Just
course.
shat on all his attempts to make it different.
Yeah, sorry Ridley, you're not being forgiven for the Bradbury Building or Prometheus. An Alien Covenant Ellie. We'll come on to that. Have you seen have you heard about the footage that they've released?
No.
Well, the stills online, it looks very much like Alien vs Predator. There's this kind of like pyramid temple looking thing, and all these like burned, frozen figures, like the people of Pompeii.
Of course it's going to be the same. They haven't got an original idea.
Well, this is meant to be like a full-on sci-fi horror, and on the poster, have you seen the poster release for Alien Covenant?
No.
Okay, well they've basically, they've put an alien xenomorph's head on the cover, so it's essentially telling you aliens will be in this film.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
People that have seen the footage claim it's the tension of aliens with the.
Is there actual footage on the internet now?
Not yet. They've. It was at a Comic-Con or something recently, or some kind of tech show that they've showed some footage, but everyone said, and disregard like premiere reviews and stuff, because when people are in the kind of the fervour of excitement, they tend to say everything's amazing when it actually isn't. They did the same thing for Prometheus like 4 years ago, in 2012.
Terrible film. Seriously, terrible film.
Well, that was like I guess this ponderous study on like existence
I only
and
like
space travel.
Fassbender.
I only like that Fassbender.
Fassbender. And that bit at the end where she zips his head up in the bag. That was
unintentionally comedy.
That was so funny. That was amazing. I think I made you rewind it when I watched it.
Well, I'll send you some images, but anyone else Google Alien Covenant poster, I'm sure most of the listeners here will have seen it, and they will have seen the production designs of the artwork and the models they've leaked/released of the new Facehugger and the Alien eggs, which look very much like Facehugger and Aliens. One thing I think will be in it is the alien we kind of caught a glimpse of in Prometheus, of that mutated five-field, which is like the alien, but it's got like a pointy head and a spike out of its back, like a white, milky-looking alien. So I think they're going down that route for this.
I wonder what the figures will be like.
Probably better than the film. But I will send you actually right now, Ellie, a design for the new Xenomorph, which is meant to be the pre-alien to alien, and I'm going to send you some of those Pompeii-like burnt.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've not had the time to peruse the internet, so I've not been able to catch up on any shit.
I know, but well, this is a good time to say this then, listeners. We do apologise for only getting 1 or 2 shows out a week. We've been like chock-a-block busy with work, and as we do them like day to day, which I guess in hindsight is a silly thing to do. You know, it is what it is. As of next week,
it is what it is, and life is too short.
I am. We should be back to normal. So, yes, apologies for that. If you want to watch the clip we're talking about, you can catch it on YouTube. You can follow the page on Facebook. We've got the greatest collection of... Ellie can be seen repeating everything I say there. Have you got anything else to add in terms of notes, Ellie, by the way?
I read all my notes.
Excellent. Well, an uneventful clip. However, usually when there's an uneventful clip, we always seem to have more to say.
Loads to talk about. I know.
What?
Make it up.
Well, let's hope this show has come out okay, because we are doing it over Skype. But
good old trust Skype. I believe
so
me.
thank you for sticking with us, guys. Thank you. Sorry for the patchy output, but you know, hanging out with the movie stars and Lady Gaga and stuff. You know, someone's got to do it. May as well be us.
Exactly. I was going to say, that's that weird awkward laugh that you get at the end of the news.
Well, this is
tend to laugh and then they actually just go to each other. I fucking hate you.
we'll say that off the air.
Yeah.
We shall return this Saturday for another episode, so we're going to miss out tomorrow, which will be Thursday and Friday. Again, I'm working my little butt off, but my last day of work this month until the end of January. It's just a little on me, so we shall return this Saturday for show number 3 of the week, and then we're going to get back to 5 a week, hopefully, and we'll be back to normal. So thank you for your support, and keep them coming,
please,
folks.
yeah, and contact us, write us, draw us something. Ethan, ask for a picture.
Send some dick pics. We don't care. Just show us someone's out there.
Oh.
We need to know we got listeners.
John, you've got your request. Right.
John,
yeah.
do not disregard that request.
Draw what a TerMInator penis would look like. There we go.
There you go.
There you go. Anyway, hasta la vista.
Baby, see you next week or later, Saturday, whatever. I don't know. Shut up, Ethan. Get off the line. Whee!
Machines. They're unstoppable. Watch out for machines. They will rule the world. I'll be back.